Hey Wando and Lucy Beckham students, my name is Brooke Vokes and welcome to East Cooper Student News. Today on the show, we'll take a sneak peek into musicals being performed at Wando and Lucy Beckham. Plus,
having that experience of playing in the playoffs against a pretty strong opponent helped a lot, and I think this year we were able to find a lot stiffer competition.
how one team at Wando is chasing a ring, and a review on the newly released Batman movie everyone is raving about. It's March 30th, 2022. All that and more is coming up right now on East Cooper Student News.
Let's do this. You ready?
Welcome to ECSN, I'm Brooke Vokes. Musical season is back. After a couple years without big performances on the stage, theater departments are back in full force. Wando students are welcoming back musical performances with a fan-favorite show, High School Musical. ECSN reporter Amelia Chico gives us an up-close look at the cast and crew of East High.
Hey, I'm Fleming. I'm the director of High School Musical here at Wando High School. I chose High School Musical because I thought it would be really fun. Most of the students are really familiar with it, and this is our first musical back since 2020. So we had to do something that was going to be fun, going to bring everyone together, and the whole theme of this show is we're all in this together.
You can come out and open without singing. I can tell my secret too. I love to bake. What?
It takes a lot to put on a show this big. I'm not the only person at the head of this. We also have Miss Kinney, one of our chorus teachers here, is our music director, and then Miss Melanie Keene, is a guest choreographer. Mr. Bracker's helping us with the marketing, so it is definitely a team effort. And the students put in a lot of work, but it's all worth it in the end, especially when you're at rehearsals and you just see how much fun everybody is having.
So we have rehearsals Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays most weeks. Tuesdays we do blocking, Wednesdays we do music, Thursdays we do whatever else is needed for the week, and Saturdays we do choreo. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we're like very stressed out over things, but in the end it's all like one of the greatest experiences I've ever had.
No, the people are great. I mean, hanging out with everyone is really nice. We have a fun time. Being on stage when we do the live performances, it's just a blast.
I'm excited to just see how everyone brings their character to life. Not only the leads who have defined characters, but also ensemble members. And I feel like everybody's brought their person to life, and it's a beautiful show, and I'm very excited to see it all play out.
It's been a long 2 years in COVID. So being able to perform on stage again and making people laugh and having a good time, it's just what I like to do.
The musicals always bring in big crowds and people have a lot of fun at them and they have such a good time. So I'm really excited to just see that house out there full of people and see this stage full of kids just having the time of their lives.
You can catch the musical starting tomorrow all the way through April 2nd. Student tickets are $12 and adult tickets are $18. You can buy tickets online at gofan.co. Across town, Lucy Beckham High School is working on their musical. They're performing the musical You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. ECSN reporter James Dempsey Gantenbein has more.
While Wando is looking forward to its first musical since COVID, Lucy Beckham is simply looking forward to its first musical. They're performing You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Doing the first show at Lucy Beckham High School is huge. The fact that we weren't able to do anything like this last year was heartbreaking because we really want to set a precedent for the quality of shows that will be and the arts programs at Beckham.
Mae Fitzgerald plays the lead. It's a role she definitely did not expect.
I definitely expected a different one. I did not think I was going to be Charlie Brown.
I feel like I have a lot of similar traits to Sally, and I kind of look somewhat like her, so I feel like it works out pretty well for my character.
Unlike Wando's often large cast, Beckham's musical will only have 14 people.
A bigger cast leads to more sound, but I think it's a lot easier to just know everyone and know who you're working with.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that.
It's also like a lot more personalized
Yeah.
time-wise, so you get more time to work on certain aspects about your performance.
A smaller cast helps each member keep up with their castmates, making for a better production.
You can text someone, see how they're doing, make sure they're okay if they maybe don't show up on time, if they're sick or something, and you can always easily get your work from other people if you need help.
Another benefit of a small cast is it helps them stay accountable to their directors, Miss Carroll and Miss Nevers.
The demands and expectations on those people are very large, and everyone matters, and if one person is not doing what they're supposed to do, it shows. There's no place to hide.
With a small cast and crew, Beckham looks forward to showing audiences You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. You can catch the show starting April 1st at Beckham High School. I'm James Dempsey Gensenbein signing off for ECSN.
You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown will be live one night only on Friday, April 1st. If you want tickets, head to Lucy Beckham's website where you can find a link to buy them. Student tickets are $7 and adult tickets are $10. Back at the CAS, several students are celebrating success. East Cooper FFA students competed statewide earlier this month. Camden Shattuck, Ashlyn Brown, Emily Brown, and Matthew Gello placed third in the state in the landscape and nursery contest. Ashlyn Brown, Camden Shattuck, Jaden Lembeck, and Emily Brown also placed 7th in the state in floriculture. Congratulations to these FFA students on their success. East Cooper HOSA students also showed out at the State Leadership Conference earlier this month. Isabella Montanovi won first place in the Individual Healthy Lifestyles category, and Jasmine Grant won first place in the Writing category. They'll be heading off to the International Leadership Conference in June. All of these students have found success through their classes at the CAS. Last week, our CAS faculty hosted more than 50 business partners from around our area. Their goal was to show businesses all the cool things we do at the CAS. Our teachers told business leaders what we can do to help them, and in turn, the hope for businesses can provide even more opportunities for us students. Business leaders say the CAS faculty and staff left a great impression.
I came directly for the automotive repair program, just to tour and meet Andy and kind of partner with him to get an apprenticeship program to offer, toolboxes, tools to kids that want to come work for us, and also offer incentives to pass their ASC test. But seeing the marketing program that you guys have, the photography program that you guys have, and the video, like having all that I didn't know you guys offered, was really amazing that we can actually use all of that. And I'm pretty blown away.
While several of us are doing great things in the classroom, others are doing great things on the field. ECSN Sports Director Holland Hines joins us now to tell us how one Wando team is chasing a ring.
It's the end of March, and that means the playoff push is here for Silver Spring sports. We begin with the Wando boys soccer team. As of our taping, the Warriors are 10-2 this season. So far, they've lost a tight 1-0 match to Riverside and a tournament loss to Fayetteville from Arkansas. Riverside is ranked 4th in the country according to Max Preps. ECSN reporters Morgan DeBarros and Ella Keating have more on the soccer team's push for a state title.
With the final leg of the 2022 school year approaching, spring sports such as soccer have officially started their season. The Wando boys soccer team is gearing up in hopes of an undefeated season and setting their sights on winning the state championship. For seniors like Nicholas Yaros, this season is their final chance.
First year we won it, and then COVID came short, and then we also we had a bad beat junior season, and we're looking to bounce back this year.
The Warriors fell short in the playoffs last year with a 2-1 loss against Chapin High School, despite going undefeated in their region and 17-2 overall. For this season, Coach Shiloh Tisdale has already circled a few games on their schedule.
There's River Bluff and there's Dutch Fork, and Spring Valley's going to come and play us at home for the last regular season game, so that'll be a difficult one.
Like many sports in many schools, COVID-19 had a huge impact on the past 2 seasons for the Wando boys soccer team. It's also created many challenges that may have not been created otherwise.
Missing a season for COVID, having a lot of players come back who haven't had that playoff experience, so almost missing a little bit of leadership there.
Last season, our team, I could definitely tell that the chemistry wasn't there since the beginning in terms of on and off the field, and I feel like this team, our seniors, are bringing really the lower classmen together and having more chemistry.
With the state championship on their mind, the Wando boys are doing everything possible to bring it home this year. Coach Shiloh and the seniors know this year the regular season will be tougher, but they think that'll help the team in the long run.
Having that experience of playing in the playoffs against a pretty strong opponent helped a lot, and I think this year we were able to find a lot stiffer competition.
We've already beat River Bluff. I guess looking forward ahead, like we have a tournament in Tennessee, and like there will be some teams from like Texas and stuff that we're looking forward to playing.
As a team, I really just want to get with the boys and make the ring at the end of the state and at the end of the championship, and that's really the best goal we have, but we have to get these little steps in the way, though.
Wando has 9 total games left in the regular season, 4 of those being region games before they head into playoffs. Reporting for ECSN, I'm Morgan Iberos. And I'm Ella Keaton.
We caught some action last week as Wando faced Berkeley at home. The Warriors put up 3 goals in the first half and 6 in the second half. Wando's defense also shut out the Stags for a final score of 9-0. The soccer team is in action again next Tuesday at Cane Bay. Wando girls soccer team is also pushing for a ring this year. Right now, they're 8-1 this season, and they're currently ranked 5th in the Max Preps 5A rankings. One team at Wando that wasn't on people's radars coming into this season was the baseball team. The Warriors began the season unranked in the South Carolina Baseball Coaches Poll, but that was before a strong start to the season. Let's get to the action last week at Cane Bay. The Warriors put up 4 runs in both the first and second innings to get out to an early 8-1 lead. Wando went on to win 11-4 behind a huge offensive night. Wando totaled 12 hits, 6 of them doubles. The Warriors got off to an 8-2 start to the season and are now ranked 7th in the state. But this week is a huge week as Wando is in the middle of a series with 3rd-ranked Berkeley. The winner of the series will likely win the region. You can catch the Warriors in action tonight at home for a top 10 matchup against the Stags. First pitch is at 6. On to the college rankings. The madness isn't over yet as the Final Four is set. The biggest matchup this weekend will be the Duke Blue Devils against the North Carolina Tar Heels. It's the biggest rivalry in college basketball, and it's taking place on the biggest stage at the biggest time. Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski will coach in his 13th Final Four after beating Arkansas this weekend. He passed legendary coach John Wooden for the most Final Four appearances of all time. It's also going to be his last Final Four as he enters retirement at the end of the season. That makes for this rivalry game to be maybe the biggest ever played, as 8th-seeded UNC will try to stop Coach K from riding off into the sunset. Whoever wins between Duke and UNC will have a tough road to the championship, as the 1-seeded Kansas and 2-seed Villanova round out the other side of the Final Four bracket. Kansas and Villanova will play Saturday around 6, and Duke and UNC will follow around 9 p.m. That's all for Sports Talk. I'm Holland Hines, signing off.
Thanks, Holland. As many of you know, the buzz for the past couple of weeks has revolved around the release of the new Batman starring Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz. Since its debut, fans have been talking about the film as a whole and their opinions on the new version of the movie. To review all details about the actors, as well as the cinematography and intricate details of the movie, here's Anders Engelby with Batman Movie Review.
Hello, Wando and Beckham students. My name is Anders Engelby. As an aspiring filmmaker myself, I spend a lot of my time out of class and sometimes in class watching movies. 90 movies since the start of 2022 to be exact. And one of these is the newly released Matt Reeves-directed The Batman.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
Starring Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz, The Batman had its theatrical release on March 4th. Since its debut, the film has made over $300 million at the domestic box office and a projected $600 million worldwide. Those numbers don't lie, as The Batman has become a pop culture phenomenon. The movie itself, which follows the beginnings of Bruce Wayne and the Batman persona, is a masterpiece of dark, gritty action. The Batman strays away from the modern formulaic superhero movie outline to rather achieve a truly well-rounded and really cinematic experience. What you just saw is my favorite shot from the film. After a glorious car chase sequence between the Batman and the Penguin, Batman is seen walking towards the Penguin's crashed car. The shot is displayed upside down as if it is being shown from the Penguin's point of view, and the perfect framing makes the shot a spectacle for the eyes. Everything in this shot is perfect, from the silhouette of Batman's suit against the burning flames to the beaming soundtrack performed by Michael Giacchino. While the Batman breathes life back into a redundant genre, some moviegoers may not enjoy the film because of its serious nature. I personally think these differences are great, as the movie's stylized cinematography, pacing, color palette, and tone transport you right into Gotham City. The performances from the extremely talented cast are also incredibly tantalizing. Robert Pattinson's emo, introverted Bruce Wayne and Zoe Kravitz's girl boss Selena Kyle had me gripping my seat for dear life whenever they came on screen. Other than the cast's beauty, the Batman takes a well-known story and crafts it into a new experience for today's generation. After seeing the movie twice, I can confidently say that The Batman is my favorite superhero film from recent memory. Most of you watching probably have seen The Batman or are planning to see it. However, if you want to see it, spring break is right around the corner and it's still playing in most theaters. So go reserve a seat and revel in the beauty that is Matt Reeves' directorial work. Here's some more great 2022 film releases. I'm Anders Ingleby reporting for ECSN.
Thanks, Anders. The Batman has made more than $600 million worldwide at box offices. ECSN doesn't sell tickets at the box office, but one of our biggest hits is back on your screen. Caesar Enquist is at it again with another episode of Hot Takes. Today's guest is computer science teacher Mr. Banker.
I'm Caesar Enquist with Hot Takes. Today I'm here with Mr. Banker.
I'm closer to Kobe Bryant than I am to you, and I'm one of the garbage players of the NBA.
You can go on any trip you want, once a month, with travel and housing covered. But you have to live without the internet for a month after every trip.
Go. Do I still have to work?
Yes.
How do I work without the internet?
Stay at school.
What? I teach computers. How do I teach without the internet? That was a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, it's a liquidy sauce.
Okay. Yep. Dude, your life's gonna have computers in it. Come take my computer science class.
Woo! There we go. Let's go.
Oh god.
Miss Ariana Whitaker, I want you on the show. You're one of my favorite teachers ever, and I think you'd be hilarious on this. That's all, guys.
Yes.
I'm Caesar Enquist. Thank you for Hot Takes.
To hear more from Mr. Banker, you can catch the full interview on our YouTube page. Before we end our show, here are a couple of quick announcements. On Friday, Wando seniors will get a bulletin sent to their school emails with everything you need to know about graduation, senior checkout, and more. Plus, it's not too late to donate to the Friday night goat races. Just scan one of the QR codes on your screen for the goat you would like the most and donate. Half of the proceeds will go to the CAS. That's all for our show. If you want to be a part of ECSN next year, scan the QR code on your screen to apply. Then make sure to register for Media Technology and Class Choice. Media Technology is different than Media Arts. If you have any questions, stop by our studio in the CAS and come talk to our teacher, Mr. Fabiano. Thanks for watching. I'm Brooke Vokes signing off for ECSN. Yay! Yay! Woo!